folks. It's 3:52 a.m. on the 24th day, 8th month, 2023. And well, I think it's about time we had a look at your guys' skies, where they will never ever disguise their lights. So let's see if we can pull the stream up here. I think we have the sound problem sorted. Yes, thank you for pointing that out. It wasn't just your guys' problem. I have a pinched cable on one of my webcams, so I broke out my additional. So one goes to the bin, one gets plugged in on our ways. Hey, nobody would have probably have sent a picture of this place. So I'm gonna go here first. I was having a look out here at a Fry Pine Island over here at their trash pile. It's nice to see they do their recycling very well. Somebody's doing a good job baling up. Yeah, I've done that job before. Is that a crusher? Can't quite tell. Looks like paper or something. They did a good job bailing up there. You got a lot of clusters up here. This is not just all your clouds like you used to see when you were kids. Well, I don't know. It depends how old you are. I can't do that determining. Only you guys can. And I can see your comments. And I'm going to go to the page. If you go to my wall, you probably still have time to do this. Go outside, take a picture of your sky. And I want to be able to show you an additional image of it from above, if I'm lucky. This is one of them ones where you see the commas on the outside of the parentheses. It's like a little camera in parentheses in the mathematical formula. They're engineering the bombs. Look at this here. Boom, boom, right in front of one spot. Right, and this is it. All time stamped away here during your day to day over the ocean. Well, they need stuff to propagate waveforms. So I'm going to go now, and we're going to have a look. Who got in first? Well, thank you very much for the beautiful picture. There's this river here, Raylene, and I'll try to remember not to turn too much off. And I do have weather stuff pulled up. Oh, that's even better. Here we go. We'll go with this one. Yeah, get your sound down. Oh, look at that crap right there. It's the ass cloud. You're moving too fast when you pan. Pan your camera left to right slow. Right there's a bomb cluster. See here, the flower of death. Right there. Over the top of you there. We could frame this along. I'll play with my hotkeys here. No, it's not wanting that. Doesn't look very pleasant. Boom. Boom. Cluster, cluster, cluster. See it? Right there. Mighty straight edge to these clouds up here. Mighty straight edge. And it won't take too much time because there's a lot of pictures up. But this is a very good shot. You could tell a lot. Something's pointing right here. Point right at it. Squares, squares, squares. That's not the smiley face as far as I'm concerned. Not a happy cloud. Not very happy at all. Did you do a good rant there? Is it worth us all? We'll put it on. Cool. Now, if you say you got a good rant, I'm looking from time to time. I'll refresh my screen. Somebody's got a big chemtrail here. Where were we at on the other one? So we got the coast of New Zealand 10 minutes ago. I'm not sure if I had 10 minutes ago. It takes a few minutes to get on a satellite. But let's go right to Raylene's where she says she was in, see if we could find hers as Harvey Bay. So what was going on in Harvey Bay? We'll go over to the beautiful Harvey Bay. It doesn't take me long to get there. Oh, look at all these bombs going on. Yeah, this verifies. There's that square one. We'll see if we can find a parenthesis. There it is right there. Right, going on right out. This is what I like to do, is we can go over the imagery now. I'm looking for a drink of water, a bit dry. Yes, my mouth needed to be moist. I need to moisturize me. Oh, like a face. Yeah, you definitely had some action over there, over the top of you. the cluster Ken Bammers have been busy over there at the very tip of Fraser Island, or do I have to call it Kagari now, or do I get to call it Kagari? Bada bing, bada bang, bada bong, because I'm going to just add things like that. There's another one there. Boom, see, with the center streamering out with these little lines and more bombs going off. A super fireworks show of which we don't get to go to the grandstand, but we're being grandstanded. Go look that term up. So yeah, there's yours. That's for sure. Definitely got verification of that. Do we got another shot of it here? Maybe. Maybe. No, it's not as up to date. Okay, let's go to the next. And I seen somebody was over in New Zealand, so let's go have a peek. If we're lucky, we catch you in there. Oh, that's horrendous. Oh, we got another one here too as well. We got another, oh, much more obvious. The poor bird. Look at the frying going on here. The wave of some kind of crap going underneath, vaporing off chemical catalyst, or maybe you're having a natural release of clouds from a whole valley that would have naturally had that anyhow. You know, Captain Cook didn't have jet planes spraying when he pulled ashore, and you did have the long white cloud. Alright, so let's see if we can pick a. I'd have to see exactly the coast of New Zealand, Kapiti. I'm not exactly sure. Give me a city, please. Well, that's one way to find out is to do this. Go over here, paste your name in. See what we got. Oh yes, I've got cameras loaded. We're gonna see what we can do for you guys this morning. And this seems to be a popular type show, so it's also you guys find it educational, I hope. The eyes have to be open and looking up. Well, it's hard to open your eyes when it's so glary you don't want to see the sky. It's really, the glare is hard on the eyes. Almost need welding glasses to walk around these days. So where exactly was I going? I'm sorry. So we're over here. Is this you? 47 minutes ago. Oh man, look, yeah, there's all those vapors, all that crap in your sky. See if we could look at these things, verify it's going on. Beautiful mountains. Yeah, you could get some naturally occurring lit there, lenticulars if the wind is right. It look like a hamburger been smashed in the sky. What is going on with that? Marshmallows smash. Marshmallows taste good. Sulfur bombs do not. Look at that chem bomb right there, fizzing off. Triangle formation. See if we can catch that. Wow, look at all these lines over. Don't take long to find a triangle formation here, does it? Let this roll for a minute. He says, how's it going? It's about like everybody else. Rhetorically, it's just, I'm alive. Are you? There you go. That's all we needed to know. Hopefully you can hear me all right. But you know, it's 4:01 a.m. Come in. And I did change cams so that I have a different mic on tonight. Oh, thank you guys for politely pointing that out. I have to throw those words in. Right, oh boy, look at the cam going over you guys. I'll let that roll for a minute. When we picked it up on this morning, that's a lot. Oh my, look at this crap off your coast. Hang on a minute, I'll get a screenshot of this. You know how to do a screenshot? You know, a little Windows symbol that kind of looks like those boxy chemtrails. You can make a rudimentary swastika out of with the black lines. Hold it down and hit print screen at the same time. Just in case they decide to change things. I know the cursor ain't the right color for this, but I ain't changing it every screen. You don't have those obvious lines showing here, just a lot of energy squares. So the best view for that was definitely the camera. And the other one's still loading. Well, let's see what we have here. Big blanket of EMF. Nice straight line here, huh? Yeah, you could screed concrete with that. Leaner, so they're moving that way, dragging the types. Bomb right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with his center point. Chemical catalyst. Oh, it's not a blue car. Better go paint it. Yeah, I'm looking into that. Let's see if that other one. The vapors. Look at that. That's horrendous. You poor folks. Like bugs been sprayed. So this should be a fairly recent image. We're missing you by about 10 minutes, so it would have been deployed. The triangle's right here, and you said you was right here. It's right here. Here's the, how you get this. Alright, so I'll come over here and copy it. So you could do some verifyings of your own. I mean, I'm not always going to be up at 3 in the morning. I'm up, I was in pain, so I got up. What else we got going on here? Hey, Bob O'Neill, you definitely answered down here, and I replied too soon. So let's see what you got over here at the Shaler Park. Oh, I thought it said trailer park. Oh, in the big square, there's a bomb cluster going off here and here. It's not just vapors in between, because you see the center point right there. You can get natural clouds occurring. Nobody ever told me that. But the conditions to make a cloud have been recreated right here. That's like the butterfly almost going on there. It's not quite 5. I paint your house this blue. I can't. I can't verify. One car looked awful low on that road, by the way. Let's see, Thaler. Let's find the Thalers. I'm not 100% sure. Did I spell it right? Or did I do a supreme fuck up? Oh, Shaler. S-H-A-L-R. Shaler QLD. Did pop something on my screen. It ain't showing it really good. Can you type me another area? Isn't that boring? This, I just saw one of my words come up that said supreme fuck up. Shaler. I'm going to move on in a minute. I like to feature it. Because you did take a good effort to make sure. So, we'll find you. You gotta be kidding me. Go there. Didn't really show you. What else are you called? That's like Bimini. If you're here, you ain't got no camera. What was floating across here was horrendous. I've been waiting for some ground pictures from over here. Look at this crap. It's like they're drawing a storm. Get the convections going. But I'd like to go back to pictures. Okay, I couldn't get that. South Coast, New South Wales. Now you're talking. We know where the South Coast, New South Wales is. So let's look at your picture first. Cluster here, look, boom, 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 in a line. You even see the outer parentheses, the eye is looking at you. The phoenix drops a turd. Come on, you think that's a natural cloud? You're out of your mind. Even Bob Ross never painted nothing like that. Yeah, that cluster is very suspicious. Bunch of dots in that, all grouped together. Look at these plumes are all going 1, 2, 3, 4. They're just like little mini power stations putting up steam. And it could be just something catalyzing and cruising along. And if I go to the side like that, I'll get a shove on this cloud. If I do it at angles, I could get it to turn. I've been checking out this new style of pluming from sitting outside this year because we've had a lot of cloud creation over the top of us. And that's kind of what I'm seeing in these type of plumes. Good shed. Very good shed. So let's go look at let's see if we could pick up a good shed of the New South Wales coast. Well, that's a vast place. Oh my. We're way down there, so let's go here. We're looking at the that's New Zealand. Hang on a minute. Alright, we'll try again. Yeah, we're back here, right on the south edge of, well, that's North New South Wales. Are you down about here? I'm looking at people's stuff. Well, I'll tell you what, we're here now looking at a power line over a field. It dumped a bit of rain over here. Yeah, like we can't get around that gate. Look, somebody's been doing it. But hey, that's progress. You come down the road, jump over it. What is going on with that gate? I'm sorry, I just said. Redundancy is one of those things that I laugh about. Big squirt up there, so it's reached its pausal layer. No big plumes to the top of it. Not the best cam to shoot, but there's too much in the way. Facing south. Maybe we got one facing north. Southwest. Yeah, we got a better view, and it's doing those kind of plumes again, them leaners. I was leaning like that, man. They look like a bunch of bell ends when they do sprinkle a fucking bunch of Viagra in the sky. I mean, really. That's exactly what those type look like. Something is droning up and pluming. When it hit that pausal layer, it should have just flattened out and gone. But to sustain a continuous plume into the next layer, is that takes guiding. A nice plane there. Did he go off for a ride? Yeah, I first noticed this method probably about in 2018, flying over the tropics. Okay, I have shown you that part, but I haven't shown you what's over on the coast of the old South Wales of the Newness. Oh yeah, look at the bar, because there's Brisbane. I could put on some boundaries. I don't like boundaries. Right here's where we are. That's Byron. So, and here's all the roads that need. Look at the main ones. Start looking at your fire lines on the maps. You might see a little bit of a correlation. How's that for a word? Alright, so I kind of know where I am now. The coast back on. So look at this crap off your coast here. Alright, let's run this. Bit of a flow line here. See how that's coming down and that up here? So there's a difference here of deployment, one under the other. That's already pretty low, or be lit up a bit more white. A lot of microwave line here along the top of the mountains, holding that stuff. See if we got any bomb clusters in here. It's as close as it lets me zoom in. Whammo. Right. The latest, not so greatest. Boom, 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 boom. There's one of them flower death ones. It almost looks like a crab. Or they writing a see you in the NT advertisement here with a big square goes there. So let's have a look at this. You should be able to see that too from there. The crust. This is just ungodly. A lot of cam over the top of you out there. There was a lot of stuff there. It's very easy to see here. And this is sag view, in case you like to keep An eye on yourselves and our mother. I'd rather be the crazy guy you talk about around the fire after the disaster. Hey, remember that dude that was screaming the colors out? Yeah, well, I'd rather be that guy than to be the meh, meh. Throw me my feed. Let's see if we got an interesting one. Port Stevens. I've kind of been down around your way already. Let's Taranga. Oh boy, did you get bombed. They took your sunshine away. A bit of a lens flare right there. Look at that crap. And then some pellets streaming off. You know, it wasn't like it was there. It was in here and there. Those are chem bombs over the top of you. You look like you need to wipe your lens, and maybe that says your thumbprint that you wiped not quite good enough. It's hard to tell. That I won't worry about any of that. I'm just looking at this line. I ain't gonna worry about any of this actually. Don't that look like one of those? Don't look like a pipe. Y'all doing spats over there? You moved up. Where the two knives meet. May we all greet. Oh come on, you rubbing it in. Here we go. We got this sun. You trying to do burn your camera lens out? I was surprised they didn't put a black dot out to protect the sensor. Well, cheers to blue skies, he said. As Pamela Mills would say. Basically blue skies. Well, that's nice. Okay, what else? Oh, there we go. Pamela Harris History's chunked up a very dramatic picture here, facing north in the Northlands. Oh, I showed your crime scene, and it was an absolute crime scene. And is this what you talk? Is this the Northlands, or is this the Northlands? I don't know your country all that. Oh my God, would you look at the kelp? This is horrendous. Look at the bombs. Boom, 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 boom. Those are really nasty looking catalysts here. Look at the dots right here, all pointing at one spot. All pointing in one spot. Well, I could just do the cut and pasting. Yeah. Why is it doing this? Oh, you see what I've been looking at. He's really busting my balls. Hey, look at that. Hey, look at that. That was close. Oh, you're in the uterus. What? Well, look at that thing. Come on. I have to have something to identify things in my head with. Come on. That don't look like a cervix, nothing. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. What's behind the sphincter? I could have picked something up. So, oh, so you're right over here in the sphincter. Ah, yeah. Look at all those barbs. Look at this. This is what you showed. It's absolutely what you're showing. These, your chemical attack. Oh my God. Yeah, right there. It's coming right out. It looks like a fart. Oh, you did. I didn't need to point that out, but I am. So come on with your commentaries here. Look at that. It's like a skeleton's hand. It didn't dissipate. No, it's right there. It's right here. Somebody's showing it to us. Thank you, Pamela Harris, for showing it. My God. I mean, really, look at that. That's a crime scene. Here's one of those box squares ones, a Bill Gates logo in the sky. Because, you know, he did fund a lot of this with his foundations. You know, it's time to knock the foundation down before the house is built sometimes. Especially when after our houses are built, they're burning them down and they're putting their new foundations in. All I could think of it when I see stuff like this is fallout. There's going on all this stuff out here. Everything in these fields, every mouse, every bird, every rat, everything. And your dog's gonna run it through them. How their snouts looking, how their paws looking, lesions on them. Yes, you can. You have to say yes. Well, we got Hawkesbury. Now this one here's a good shot here. Look at this one here, Tin Can Bay. This ain't just vortexes moving stuff around. When I show you from above the explosions, and they don't just wispily dissipate before your eyes as they should, and you're lasting all day. Some of the lines that go across as I follow them across the world from one country to another. Tin Can Bay. I'm getting better on this because like this. I'm gonna learn every one of them. Did you guys make tin cans there, or is that where the boats stop to put stuff do the canning, or did you do the can there? And so you're in the same area, kind of. That don't look like a bay. What we got here? What we got here? We got beautiful. Boom! Wait, a surf club. Sign says you gotta have a membership card to get inside. Donuts. So that's a board picture as far as being useful for going over for seeing anything has been contaminated. And this even tells you what you're looking at, like we needed that here. After a while, the people that live there probably already know that. Trippy chemtrails. Something's falling out down or something underneath is real wispy going by. Look at the dot here. Straight line, straight line, straight line, straight line. Blowed out a spot. Cluster bombs. Yeah, that was the flower of death, I call that one. I don't know. They got different nicknames. I'm sorry I had a nickname to chem bombs. And as we go along, here's another very obvious deployment right here. See a center point going streaming off all the action from one spot. Stop that with the X. Yeah, where the X marking the spot there, even the computers are knowing. And this is Russell facing west. Hey Russell, how you doing? Getting a little dry again. There's a big chem bomb over there whispered up deployed. Stealing someone's sunshine. You better paint them houses blue. I bet they just, maybe they got a sale on blue paint. Somebody's like, what is he talking about? And they're giving people the blues. I ain't figured this one out yet. Remember when there was always a shoe? My God, look at the bombs here. How square should clouds be? Did Bob Ross never painted an old smoking bowl like that? War club in the sky. Or is that just a Rapanui going by? It's your future. My gosh. They're going down the conspiracy theorists are looking at the bombs. What? You never had to keep an eye on things. That's my sky. You ain't get this guy's my God. Look at this 9 minutes ago here. Just totally just steal your sunset away even. But you can't hide your lies in the skies. When planes fly, they're spreading lines across the sky. I thought about I realize there ain't no way to hide your lies in the skies. To do boom, 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 plum. Boom! Look at that one going off right there. Come on, you got a skywriter up there drawing an S. Happy Ash Day to. This is what you do to Earth Day. Because every day should be Earth Day. Because every day the Earth gives us a day. Shake us off like fleas, it could. Who knows? Wow, look at that there. That's going to get dramatic at sunset. It's going to turn one of those weird reds. Because it kind of looks like that's a kind of a vortex spins in a circle. Or square clouds colliding. Square clouds colliding. And I swear the sky looks like a shard. Boom, 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 boom. Where it is horrendous. This beautiful, beautiful lands being poisoned by corporations. I'll compare it to lizards. It'll never be. Oh, wow. Huh? It's like the once in a lifetime travel to go to a view. That looks like a glacier. They ain't filming every freaking ice cube melting like that. Isn't that beautiful? If you don't think that's beautiful, well, perhaps you should open your eyes and look at this. This is the best picture I've shown all day. I'm just gonna leave it there a minute. Let's have that. Let's have this moment of something that's just beautiful. It'll let us sit on the top of that. That'll make it melt quicker, but that's none of my business. But down these beautiful lands down here, I'm just doing a quick look around. Might save me a moment. There's a bird in the sky, getting cambound. Nearly makes me cry. Stack blowing up. I'm looking at the roof here. Somebody over. Oh, look at that crap up there. Bomb, bomb. And you'll start to recognize the formations, like there's a square, a turn a corner, right turn Albuquerque, bam, 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 bam. The absence of birds landing in any of these pictures on the rooftops is a bit alarming to me. I see one in the sky, but usually you'll see them on rooftops. That's a bit sad. Maybe it's a bit cold for them. So let's see if we have some other imagery here. Some other people have participated. I'm gonna refresh that so I can go grab it again. Oh, you can see my wall. Yeah. Gets a song stuck on my head now. I got to cook for them when they stayed in Chapel Hill. I got their autographs. Michael Hutchins was very short. Great hair. Oh yeah. There's nothing to see here, right? Like a square with a dot right in the center of it. Little love heart blown out of the sky here, which is not very friendly. I love you. Maybe they had a skywriter and somebody wrote I love you in the sky there. Oh, not loving the camera. Thank you, dear Jenny Fitzpatrick, for that picture. And I don't quite understand where you were, so I can't comment. Maryborough, Queensland. How you doing? I know exactly where that is. Oh, nice view there. Things look a little parched. I'm kidding me to watch that wicked glitch, man. Have a little fire, scarecrow. Let's see what we could find for you guys over Maryborough way. You're kind of right about here. Remember, right? I got you right. We got you right here. I don't really see it going on there. So let's go over here. I think I caught you guys. You're right around here, ain't you, Maryborough? Am I right? Boom, boom, boom. Look at it right off the coast. Again, this one's just sickening, but I went over this area a little earlier. I'm not sure if we got an airport or anything with you guys in it. Mary Maryborough South. He get the kid. He's good, man. Do we have Maryborough North? So we'll start with South. Oh, we see a bunch of tarmac here. If we get to tarmac, the year award goes to here. It is very clean. You know, nobody even had a cheeky fag on that side of the fence, right? I'm watching. It's a pull-up spot to watch for planes. There's a pump over here. Right, let's go to a different direction, facing east. It's a much better vista. The vista. Come on, man. All these square clouds out here. Oh my God, it's driving me nuts. Look at that one shaped like a... Oh God. Look at that geometric shape there. Maybe another cloud's going to come along and then that just fits magically inside that hole in that other one somebody showed. One knows. Get over here. What we got there, spider web? Look like you got a bit of dust kicking up. EMF rows of stuff. Rows from what? Boom, right there. See the bottom? Center point, streamer and F. And that was 942. UTC plus 10. Well, you got a bunch of math to do. Oh, there's the square crowd. Maybe the other one's going to come along and go. And just shove it right on up in there. Because it's probably moist enough to do that. Because all it needs is how come they don't call lube moisturizer? Wetitizer. What's this one just shooting after? It's like somebody cut his dick off, so a little gun or something going on. What in the hell is going on here? And people be like, oh, look at the pretty cloud. I was like, yeah, pretty disgusting. This one looked like a face. It's probably a row upon row of cloud, one in front of the other going in the distance. It's just yielding that light. There's turkey leg. The shark master. Look at this. Look, it's like a bong steaming when they hand it to here. You have it to and you're looking down in it and the vapor's coming out. Oh my. My, oh my, oh my, oh my. Isn't that disgusting? You guys want to see your forecast? I'm going to do this for a minute. Yeah, that's right. I went over some pictures today. Just like you guys want. Alright, now your rain, your thunders, and all their rumbles with all the mysterious lines disappear, so don't dishearse. And I want I'm going to have a brief look at this storm that's bearing down on China. So I can have a look at what's going to go out of China. I'll say it like that forever, I think. I'm just got to stop them in my voice first. Isn't it nice to see you got a little bit of non-nasties as far as big, huge flows go until you get right about here. So we're going to jump for you. Jump, 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 jump. Tendril stretch. Just avoid the corner. They're drying you out. You are so ripe for the burning season. And you do have quite a few bushfires popped up all at once. Brush fires this morning. I'm looking. And I'll be happy to have a look at those for you as well. You really ain't got no big action coming. Your accumulations ain't nothing that was concerning me over the fives. Hey, so I wasn't really that concerned with you guys. It's nothing but seasonal stuff. Right? So I thought that kind of show you might do best with is that. I'm more concerned for the sweat coming through the United States through here. Right? There are very heavy totals for them coming. Right? Nothing's to the somethings. That's why I really prioritize what I cover because I like to see how they do things. Right? China here, they get a big hit on the 10th. Thailand, another big hit. Down here is where the Three Gorges is. Three Gorges is up here, excuse me. There's a whole nother catchment down there that people don't talk about. Lots of farmlands. Yeah, so their swath is this. And on the tens, whammo. Here's the whammo. Both. Both get it. This is rice, wheat, and soy. And the mountain areas is mostly rice. Summer wheat. It's nearly time for them to harvest that and plant the next one. So there's some terrible totals coming to these folks. Taiwan again. Initially, they was moving it through here into Hong Kong. They keep joggling the tendrils. Like I said, we're going to have to watch. I haven't loaded Mimic yet this morning, so you can have a live look with me. See if anything wild has occurred. Oh, yeah, big beam. Absolutely. That backs that up just a little bit so this can separate. I've been expecting that. Waiting for it. Where did it come from? More than one. See the curve to that one, intersecting one here, and another one is come up. I'm mistaken, no, it's come down. A plane could do this. That's a different type beam modulation than that one. They created a corridor this is going to kind of roll into, and it's sweeping this direction here. It didn't shack it. So that's going to be a drift. That causes that to drift a bit. I'm watching this water like a hawk. And that cuts that free to move. As this sweeps like that, that's going to start to shove that in between these islands here. So that's the sweep move. That's going to bring it right here near with Taiwan. Big square here is a defense move. I've seen it before. They're starting to black that straight. They could very well be bringing it straight over the top of Taiwan. There's a big rice growing season here right now. The harvest and stuff. I showed a picture of what was growing this time of year yesterday. It might be where's that map? This one? No, that's Spikevax is the name of one of the vaccines. It's called Spikevax. Imagine that being called Spike. Yeah, that we got to look into that one. No, I'm not seeing that picture. Cancel that. We ain't leaving the feed. I nearly did it. Thank you very much, Anna Murray, for your lots of loves and all that. It's very, very kind. You're up all hours. You see, there's a strange intersection here. One goes straight, this curve goes away from it. Right there. Yeah, there's very possibly get a ship there. Or a plane. I'll tell you, that Chinese spy ship damn sure can do it. Everybody points at the SBX. This sucker. This sucker can do it. It could beam in many directions at once. And you believe it would have laser capability. That one has pulled into Auckland before. These are very real, very aware of them. There's a lot of floating things besides that SBX everybody tries to blame. Matter of fact, I think this is get more devices. The SBS has a hell of a platform under there, I'll tell you that. It is. I've looked at it very, very well. He's like, wonder how much one of those cost. Our future, all life, EMF poisoning. So I'm going to take a little sidetrack. Something's tickled my head. This is what happens when I do a live video. You never know what I'm going to do. Come on, give me the real one. Package insert FDA. I usually go to section down here to 8. So all these have to be followed or something goes wrong. Like no unplugging the refrigerator to save electricity in your pharmacies or anything is allowed, which we often see happen. I've seen it happen. Everything needs to be documented. This is. I'll just put this up real quick. Or do you want this? This is that publicly available information we're all allowed to have. This is informed consent. You got to go here and get it. They say, well, we do. We make it available for you. What if you go right to 8, man? It shows all the crap that's in it. Right. What do we got here? Number or percentage of participants with solicited local or systemic adverse reactions starting within 7 days after each. So you will do your own determination of what this means. I'll pause it long enough for you to screen check your things. I went through the E. I had to make sure it didn't say like explosive diarrhea or something on it. Okay, because I don't like to have that one. I want to see under D, did it have like death listed? Was death listed at all? So nobody didn't know somebody was dead. I just want to make sure. And it's kind of with all the placebos and numbers and doses. So it looks like this has been done. Testing of some sorts has been done. Myalgias and I don't know what that means. See grade 215. So it has all the numbers here. You do your screen checks. Number, percentage of page. You got all that right there. I'm known to do this, in the middle of a weather forecast, just show you guys the inserts. And this is FDA one. You draw your own conclusions. I'm not a doctor. I have the same medical degree as Bill Gates, just not as much money in the bank to add validity to my existence. Will people believe me? You nausea and vomiting, because that's a concern. I don't want to be puking all over the place. It seems like an awful lot of people puking in the second dose. I don't know if my terrain wants to. I'll get you down to section 8 is usually unsolicited adverse reactions. With other solicited ones, hey, we'll pay you to have one. I don't understand that word being used ever. Delayed injection sites reactions began 7 days after reaction were reported in 1.4%. Delayed injection sites reactions, including which were likely related. When you would jab somewhere, you might have swelling at this site. Would your skin fall off? That's all I'm worried about. You just start burning. 8 instances Bell's palsy. Facial paralysis, including Bell's palsy. Let me read that correctly for you. See it? We're going to go over this real quick. You're going to go over what you want. I'm just showing you this. See it? Can you read? Oh, this is nice. 5 reports of herpes zoster. Oh, that is what you want. Would you like running mouth sores? Oh no, no, no. I think I'll pass on this one. I don't like stories. 50 reports of it. And I showed you how many recipients of stuff in the beginning. I think if one reported would be too many. No more notable patterns and imbalances between treatment groups for specific categories. Uh-oh. Suggesting thrombotic events suggest a casual relationship to spike facts, and they're still going to put this out. Casual suggestions. Informed consent means you read these, you look for these. Oh my God. This was first time I'm seeing this, so give me a minute while I go over it. Facial swelling, facial swelling. And that's not usually the normal injection sites, but you know what is that? Like ego head, and people's swollen heads. That's why they're all running around thinking they're better than everybody. I don't know. The onset of swelling was reported is likely related from angioedema facial swelling. 3 serious adverse events. This isn't good. It is that it was likely. And when they're talking, they got billions of people they want to do with something, and you start seeing 3. That's too. It's going to add up to hundred thousands. And the endless treatment wards of modern medicine. Emergency use authorization experience. There's nothing to blame here. As in specific population, pregnancy. So if you get one, they're encouraging you to roll here. Hey, maybe, hello, Mangala, can I help you? Oh my. I don't like this. This reeks of medical experimentations on humans. Absolutely reeks of it. All pregnancies have a risk of birth defects. I do a little disclaimer first. Stand back. Would they give me the numbers? Insufficient data on pregnant women. It says to inform. So therefore, there is no informed consent if there's insufficient data to conform. It says so right here. Feel free to get you a shot at that one. This is package insert Spikevex. It's the new one that's coming out. See animal data. Study revealed no evidence of harm in it. Well, I'm not a fucking animal. In development toxicity, formulation, nucleoside modifying, ribonucleic acid, and other ingredients that are included in a single human dose was administered to female rats. I'm going to go down in size here. Intramuscular risk summary. It is not known if it's excreted in human milk. So breastfeeding might not be safe. It says here they're not sure. It might not be safe. Not available to assess the effects on breastfeeding. Infant milk. See right here. You've got to be to great care. It needs to be given sometimes. Well, after what they pulled, used to be stop, drop, and roll because it was a fire. Stop, drop, and rolling in your grave. Because you trust in people that have studies out that say they're not sure. It says so right here, they're not sure. Wait a minute. For preventative vaccines, underlying maternal condition is susceptibility to disease prevented by the vaccines. Does that mean you're going to get what you're supposed to prevent? Is that what that's saying? I'm not understanding that. You guys are going to have to assess that for me. As if I don't understand. Effectiveness and safety has not been established in persons under the age of 18. So, where are they going to market this to the under 18s? It says right here it's not safe. You're going to give that to your youngins? That's quite a decision to make. Geriatric use. Participants over the age of 65 and older, the vaccine or placebo data contribute to overall assessment and efficacy. A lower proportion of this. It didn't say anything but what was in it. It's a study. It doesn't say anything really. Did it say anything there? Has it been tested for mutagenic or carcinogenics? And we got to section 8 we're all crazy. What we got here is sterile white, off white. This is what it should look like. Encoded, pre-fused, stabilized spike. Oh, this is scary. This is just another spike protein shot, isn't it? And this is what's in it. See right here? That's what it contains. It has a cholesterol. Well, you put some sugar in it, didn't they? No giving away more donuts. It does not contain a preservative. Latex stoppers. Oh, I just don't like seeing the delivery of it. I am, personally, I have a bias. I have to say this. I don't think there's a safe vaccine. But I believe in informed choices. You want to do something, do something. Here we go. Mutagenic potential has not been evaluated. Here you go. That's the money shot. So whether it causes cancer or not, they don't know. Or impairment of male fertility. They just name women here. Male fertility, they do not know. I think they know. We will not forgive them. They know exactly what they did. Clinical studies. I'm going to go down a bit here so I can scan quicker. There we go, right to the money. Inclusion of participants with a stable pre-existing medical conditions. So they got something they can blame ahead of time. Oh, wait a minute. They already had that from a shot given earlier. Some of them, including people that already have AIDS. Is this that runaway AIDS thing they were developing when their stuff, their first COVID vaccine, when they had to pull it? Remember that? And they went and developed something for runaway immune response, and now this is that. It's the pill for the pill for the pill, and my correct, a total of 30,000. 415. It's a very weird number to pick. So out of all the whole world, everything is based on that number. Yeah, 7+ billion people are relying on these 30,000. Whatever happens to them, I will do the math. Some got that spike vac placebo 1 month apart, and some did not. will be followed by F as 6Z. So for 2 years, you're just going to monitor. So they're planning on them people living for 2 years, maybe. So for 2 years, money is set aside. Those people get paid, I guess. I don't know. You don't know. I don't know how much backhanders go on in the world where we're not even allowed inside except to serve them dinner. And then the chefs of the famous start drowning. Oh my, the median age for participant was 53. He said that's the middle ground. And 65. So they are studying for the elderly. And they went for a lot of Latinos. Hey, better watch out. Well, I do look at that. So they picked specifics, ethnicities to what test was performed. Pre-protocol says it's normal. They wanted everybody. There are no notable differences in demographics. Okay, come on. Show me the lunch. Oh my God. Efficacy. So we only got 3 more pages to go. We've done pretty good here going through this. I very often hide this kind of stuff in the middle of weather work. So it's telling you Squanto. We've already covered the doo-doo. The doo-doo says they don't know. As far as I'm concerned, it ain't been tested enough. And well, they ain't testing that shit on me. And I don't want to breathe the exhalations of people that they're testing stuff on. It's not fair to me either. It's not fair for the environment when they urinate on a tree. What is this one here? They're just giving definitions. What's this new loss of taste? So they're going through what happened with the other one? Looks like here. And some analysis has not fairly fully been done. It's still blinded to the achievement. I don't understand that term. If you don't understand the term, say so. I'm just looking through this for you guys. I thought maybe you might want to see it because somebody had asked. Curtain at 10, well, this is what the thing would be. Come on, where does this say? And an insert for us to have a hard copy of. Do not refreeze once thought. Well, what happens when that happens? So I have to trust that all these safety procedures are followed exactly as this says. Wow. Nah. I'll pass on a puncture. All right, well, that was that. So I gave you a copy of that insert, didn't I? Yep. Good. So, let's have I think I've looked at that, I've looked at that. I showed you some totals, I showed you commands. We damn sure know they suck. So I think whoever was last will be the best. And we'll go right to the bottom. And we get hello you. Oh, we got a chemtrail, big bunch of crap, beautiful tree. You can just smell the cedar. Whomping willow back there, ready to thwap somebody. Come by with the 1080. I'll thank you guys for your participation today. Stay safe. Big love. Peace.